We got time.
You did the video and all that. When you saw the actual cast, were you a little bit just like, was that even worth it? Because all they picked were... It almost looked like they picked all creator wrestlers.
Yeah, exactly.
And like I look at him and I'm like, there's not one of these guys I can see has an actual passion for the business. Not one guy that I can see that is like, oh, it doesn't matter if I get it.
Oh, there's one dude there.
Yeah, but
That one dude.
the one guy I think who had the most passion who got cut was that
Zizzy.
no, wouldn't be him, but also Zack Ryder's friend.
Big O.
He has been working his ass off for years. He did the TNA their fucking gut check.
Now, if I was there,
And I've said this before, if I was there and I made it, whatever, I would have been. It's a reality show, so it's a work.
yeah, exactly.
There's a cast. I've said this to everyone. Every season, there's someone that goes home because their partner in their relationship they miss. Someone goes home because of family issues. Someone's the typical indie wrestler they make look stupid because he thought
M-Dogg.
M-Dogg did it. And if you hear M-Dogg, he's like, I was surfing the fridge on the first night and they didn't show it. They made me look boring. And that's just the way it is. Like people say, like I've had people tell me, oh, the whole thing was a work. You were never going to get in. Well, one, I didn't do it to get in. I didn't want to get in. When I go to the Fed, I don't want to go there as the tough enough guy because you're going to be known as the tough enough guy. So all my independent wrestling goes out the door and people don't respect it. So I feel for the Big O because they like, oh, you're cutting a wrestling promo. Don't play wrestler. Be yourself. It's like, this guy's...
That is him, though.
That's him. He's trying his heart out, the ball guy, but that's who I would have been, that typical indie wrestler. I did it for the exposure. And I got way more like... The other thing, like, one, they're like, oh, it's all fake. I did a Skype interview with them. Like, I got through like the third stage, and I did like a Skype interview with them, which I haven't really said anything to anyone yet because I didn't really need to tell anyone. Like,
Who was that? Was that just somebody from production that was on the other?
It was one of the producers of the show, which once again, it's not like it was talent scouts. Like Bill DeMott wasn't saying that we think this guy's got it. It was producers. They're casting a TV show. Yeah. So when I spoke, but when we did an interview, and he said I chopped this up and I send it to the producers, to the executive producers of the network and of the WWE. So they look at it and then they pick their cast. So when you see him like picking like the like at that first initial thing, the 2-hour camp they did, 2-day camp, that's what they would have done with like they would. So all I wanted was exposure from the YouTube. I got like 8,000 views. That's why I'm doing JXTv. I need to capitalize on those people. So I went back and I replied to everyone's comment on my YouTube, my Tough Enough audition, saying, hey, I have my YouTube series, you should check it out. And a lot of them were like, yeah, sure, because like heaps of comments too, which I found was really odd.
You also had that other guy cut the promo on you.
Yeah, which was, he did a lot of them he did 6 a day. Like, because
this fella, folks, this guy on I think it was on YouTube. It was the Tough Enough deal. Henrik, there we go. And this guy was basically I don't know how much time this guy has up his sleeve. For Christ's sake,
he didn't have a job. If you listen to the promo,
Didn't have a health card, or wasn't it?
well, see, I don't have a job at the moment, but I find better things to do with myself than cutting promos on potential people who are actually, possibly.
Didn't have a social security number, but he was cutting promos everyone just to get noticed, and good on him. Like everyone's like, "You going to get back at him?" And are you angry? I'm like, no, he's trying to get noticed just like me. Yeah. And people now are like, "Hey man, sorry you didn't get into Tough Enough." I'm not upset about it. I'm wrapped with how it went. I got 8,000 views on a video, so 8,000 people see me. I'm now doing the YouTube show for that exposure, so I'm trying to capitalize on them. Everyone around the country has obviously seen it because they're talking to me about it. I got that interview, and WWE executives may have seen my video, so I'm not saying I'm on the radar, but at least they might have had a look at me. So say in a year's time, I keep sending them my stuff, they might look at it and say, oh yeah, I remember this guy. He did an alright Tough Enough.
Your name's on file. That's the start.
Exactly. It's just about getting noticed. So, and that's why I do all these podcasts, and I'm trying to do so much on social media because you just want to get noticed. And if I'm not doing anything bad or any of the wrong things, I'm just doing everything to get noticed. The more eyes on you, the better. You're trying to get noticed. That's all it was.
G'day, it's Josh Armour from Wrestle Radio Australia. Join us every week on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio and FNX.network for interviews with great Aussie pro wrestlers like Triple A's Australian Suicide.
I'm just really happy doing what I'm doing at the moment.
Adam Brooks.
Becoming the RCW champion, that really meant a lot.
And great names from the States.
Hey, this is the king of the mountain, Jeff Jarrett.
plus more than 20 interviews on our YouTube channel.
This is Brian Alvarez.
This is Scrap Daddy himself, Scrap Brand Adam Pierce.
A proud member of the FNX network. It's Wrestle Radio Australia.